of the calcium you're taking for your bones is actually hurting your heart and doing nothing for your bones? I know that that sounds scary, but stay with me because this matters. If you're a woman over 50 years of age, you already know about osteoporosis, you've heard the warnings, you've seen the commercials. So you do what you're told. You exercise, you eat better, and you take calcium. And yet, bone density is still a struggle for millions of women. So, what's going wrong? Here's the part most people never explain. The problem is not the calcium, the problem is where it's going. So, let me explain it in a simple way. Think of calcium like bricks, and those bricks are meant to build strong bones, right? But imagine a construction site with no boss, no instructions, no one's telling workers where to put the bricks. So what happens? The bricks, they get dropped everywhere. And that's exactly what can happen inside your body. So when calcium has no direction, it can float around in your bloodstream. And this is where the danger comes in. That loose calcium can get deposited in our arteries and places it doesn't belong. That buildup is called calcification. Calcification is a major risk factor for heart disease. So now you're stuck thinking, I'm taking calcium to protect my bones, but I could be hurting my heart. The fear is real. But here's the good news. There is a missing piece, and almost no one's talking about it, and I honestly don't understand why, but you don't just need calcium. You need a traffic director for that calcium, and that director is vitamin K2. Don't confuse this with vitamin K1 that helps blood clotting. Vitamin K2 has a completely different job. K2 tells calcium exactly where to go. It activates two powerful helpers in your body. The first one locks the calcium into your bones, right where you want it. And the second one works like a cleanup crew, helping move the calcium out of your arteries and soft tissues. This is huge. And if this is starting to connect the dots for you, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button because more women need this information. This isn't just a theory either. In a large study called the Rotterdam study, people with the highest vitamin K2 intake had a 52% lower risk of severe artery calcification and a 50% lower risk of dying from heart disease. So this isn't as small, like this is life-changing, right? Another study focused on postmenopausal women and found that taking 180 micrograms of K2 daily improved artery flexibility. So let me be clear. This does not mean that you should stop taking your calcium. It means that calcium needs teammates. Calcium works best with vitamin D3, vitamin K2. Here's how the team works together. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb the calcium into your bloodstream. But once it's there, vitamin K2 steps in like a GPS. It sends calcium to your bones and guides it away from your heart. So for decades, we've been told, just take calcium. But science now shows that calcium alone is only part of the story. The real power is the trio: calcium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. When they work together, you support strong bones and protect your heart. Okay, so you can find K2 in foods like aged Gouda or Jarlsberg cheese, egg yolks, especially from pasture-raised hens, chicken and meats, butter and dairy, sauerkraut, and other fermented foods. And, once again, you can get an easy boost using your supplement. Just make sure that it has the MK form in your K2. And as always, talk to your healthcare provider before adding any supplement. You have more control over your health than you think, and now you have the missing key. If you found this information to be helpful, just leave a comment below and tell me what surprised you the most. Smash that like button for me and subscribe for my weekly beauty and wellness content. And don't forget, my free KA protein shake recipe is linked below for a healthy, easy way to start your day because your body deserves it. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your skin, and remember, you've got this.